Hey, good morning. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota. Thank you so much for your inquiry on our 2021 Toyota CHR sitting here in front of me, the Koba Hybrid. It's an absolute glamour of a car. Can't wait to take you through it. I do understand you're potentially down south, but don't let that stress you at all. We're actually the biggest pre-owned yard for Toyota here in Queensland. We're about number 2 in Australia at the moment too. You can even see our Toyota Lexus showrooms up on the hill there, service apartments down the street, and the rest of our yard at 235 Mulgrave Road here as well. As you can see, we are absolutely jam-packed. We also have another yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well, because we literally just can't fit all the stock here at the moment. So we go through a bit over 200 cars a month, so we get some absolute glamours just like this CHR sitting in front of me. Whole idea of this video is just to take you through in a bit more detail. Obviously, just from the photos online, it is a little bit hard to see some things all the time, so I'll take you through the service history, everything as well. If there's anything you can't quite see in the video, please let me know and I'll get some photos and or potentially another video, FaceTime, whatever makes it easy for you. But very, very clean, starting right across the front here, only 13,000 kilometers, so exactly as you'd expect. I did just tilt these wheels out for you as well, so you can see they're pretty much brand new tires on there, still got all the little hairs on them as well. So extremely tidy across the actual alloys there. Being the Cobas, we've got these real nice alloy mags on there too. So very clean as we come across down the front. There's a little tiny hairline mark. Actually disregard, that's just come off with my finger. Very clean as we come across the front, down the bottom here. Again, just a little bit of dirt. We had some pretty hectic rain last night, so we gave it a quick chamois this morning for you. Again, just little bits of dirt across the front, down the bottom. That's all coming off. We do have little cameras here and under the mirrors as well, and of course at the back for the 360 view cameras, which I'll show you once we jump inside. The little parking sensors right across the front there too, and of course your daytime running lights as well. But again, I'll show you all that once we're inside the car. Again, very clean across these alloys there too. Apologies for a little bit of dirt on there. Like I said, we have had some pretty hectic rain here the last couple of days. But we of course get them re-cleaned, re-detailed, professionally detailed before they head out as well. So very clean across there. No chips or cracks or anything in the windscreen as well. As we come down to the passenger side, I just want to show you down the bodies of the car there too. So no dents or anything like that. There's a tiny, very faint little sort of smudge just there. Come off a little bit with my fingernail. We could talk to the guys at the back and see if a bit of polish might even clean that up for you. But it's all stuff that we can take a look at. End of the day, they obviously are pre-owned cars, but we do get extremely good examples coming through here. Keyless entry on both these front doors, so I've got the keys in my pocket at the moment, so that folds your mirrors in, locks the doors. As soon as we come back and put the hands in there, that then unlocks the door for us as well. You will notice up on the mirrors here as well. Hope you can see it in the camera there. We got little pictures of the two cars. We've got blind spot monitors in these guys, so as soon as somebody shows up in your blind spots, they will illuminate for you as well. Just a little brochure for the cars. So very clean through the actual door card itself. You'll notice with the CHRs, we've got this beautiful diamond pattern through the whole car as well. So they replicate it through the pretty much everywhere. The more you look, the more you find. But genuine CHR floor mats under there, all that kind of stuff we just leave with the car. Again, very clean across the actual dash. Down the bottom. Put this back up into the window there. There we go. So very tidy through the actual seats themselves. And through the back as well. Exceptionally well looked after. It was a local car, so serviced, sold, and then repurchased through us. They simply just upgraded to a larger car with a bigger family. Wanted the extra 7 seats. So I can't show you the first page because it does have contact details on there, but I can show you the first service, as it's only done about bugger all Ks. So 2022, literally just had it serviced at 13,000 kilometers through us. So not due again until about 28,000 or September next year, which is fantastic. All your books, everything's all in there as well for that glove box. As we keep cruising around down to the back here, looking very tidy across the back door here as well. Again, just a little bit of dirt down the bottom, nothing too bad at all. See, very clean across the roof there too, across that spoiler as well. Fuel release is on this side. There is an electronic release for that inside the car, so I'll show you that once we jump inside. But again, excellent condition across those mags, pretty much brand new tyres on there too. You can see all your build plates around the car as well. So very clean through the door card. The child lock's just there for you too. Again, more of that diamond patterning through the car. We've got little floor mats down the bottom here too. So they go right across, the fitted ones, the genuine ones. Okay, very tidy across the back here. You got the little switch there to drop that one down. Obviously just move this headrest in. And there you go, flat. So we've got 3 child anchor points, 1 there, 2 on the other side. So they're a 60-40 split. This is the 40% and that's the 60. So they can be just about flat once you drop it all. Giving you a decent sized boot once you drop it all down flat. So very clean across the back. Rear parking sensors as well. Get me shadow out of the way so you can actually see as well. Looking very tidy across the actual boot. That's just a little bit of dirt too. As we come around, open up this boot for you too. So you've got a little release just under there. Super clean through the inside. It's just about a brand new car, this, dead set. We've got the parcel shelf there too. And like I said, so we've got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points, tie down points through the back as well, in the corners there on both sides. And then down the bottom here as well. So you've got all four tie down points as well. This one lifts up, so we've got the tools, jack, brand new tyre there as well for the get home with the tyre. Putting that back into place. And keep cruising around the driver's side now as well. Super clean across all these alloys, dead cert. Very clean. Through the inside, so we'll drop this seat for you too, just so you can see. That's that 60% I was saying about, so we can drop that and the other side and get a massive amount of boot space. That of course just pops straight out if you don't like it and you want that extra room. Otherwise they just click it back up into place. That's just a little bit of dust. And again, those floor mats the whole way around. Through the driver's side, you got all that diamond patterning across the roof. And then finally just the driver's side door now. Again, got those keyless entry points there. Little tiny sort of fingernail marks just on the inside from people obviously grabbing those handles. Very faint, but they are there. Just trying to be as picky as we possibly can because I'm very much struggling to actually notice the things to point out for you. A little bit of dust across the roof from all the weather we've had. Again, like I said, we do get them professionally detailed before they leave. Down through the driver's side now. Across that door card. It's just coming off. Looks like a bit of armour all or something there. Electric windows, central locking, window locks, and of course your power fold options there too. So when you lock the car, those mirrors will tuck in, but you've got an option to do it yourself here as well. And of course your electric adjustment for the mirrors. We do have 2 keys before we jump in. Just quickly show you, this one's still in the bag, still brand new. So central locking with that one, and that one works as well. So batteries, everything beautiful in those. Always good to have a spare key as well. So we'll jump inside. Before we close that boot up, we got the little blue button over here being the hybrid, so I've got to have the foot on the brake. There's a little reminder that'll pop on the screen to tell you, but there is a safety system, so you've got to have your foot on the brake to be able to start that.
Right now. Audio is local, delivers.
So you get a little welcome menu down the bottom there as well. And that's the car kicked over. So being the hybrid's incredibly quiet. You will hear it engage it. If I'm just sitting here idling, you will hear it eventually kick over to the engine side of things as well. So the fuel release is just down here. Like I said, you've got an electronic one there. Bonnet release is just there as well. We've got headlights that are automatic in these ones, so we can turn those on and off. Those are for the high beams. So basically, you leave that on. Sorry about that, accidentally pushed the pause button. So basically, you've got the automatic high beam button just there as well. So if you're driving along the highway over night time, you can leave that on constantly. If it senses another car, it's light sensitive, so they'll turn your high beam on and off. If you're ever driving towards another car and you see that what it looks like flicking their lights, those blue lights, that's exactly what these ones are doing too. We've got a little button there for your cameras, so we can push that. That takes you to that 360 view camera around the outside here. You can physically see the cars next to us, the one behind us, and the one on the right hand side. So excellent for parallel parking, makes life real easy. You can also see the one in front there too. If I push that button again, it goes to the cameras on either side of the car and back to the main screen where we are as well. So it gives you control to jump in and out of those options whenever you want. So we'll close this door up. We do have obviously the adjustment down here, so we've got a height adjustment here, so people like myself, you can crank that right up. We've got a lumbar support there too, and of course the backrest there, and the slide rail underneath for sliding that seat back and forth. So we can move that forward. I'll just turn that aircon down a little bit so you can hear me. So we've got the display up the front there, only 13,495 kilometres, absolutely blower all Ks. Like I said, not due again for another service until 28,000. We've got full Toyota service history in this one, so you can't ask for better, and it's even through us. Up on the steering wheel, we've got all your radio controls up on the left-hand side, so you can answer the calls, all your Bluetooth options, jump between AM, Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff from the steering wheel, change your songs and volume controls as well. We've got automatic settings here for the wipers as well, so you can leave those on automatic. They'll do their thing basically. They are rain sensitive and speed sensitive as well. Now on the right hand side here, we've got all your safety stuff. So cruise controls down the back, turn it on and off and sit and reset with that one. We've got adaptive cruise control here too. So basically if during your cruise control, if someone in front of you happens to slam on the brakes and you don't react or anything like that, the car will actually brake for you and then accelerate again. So it kind of drives for you, it's pretty cool. But again, you can adjust the sensitivity and everything from there. Same with the lane departure, so if you start to drift over the lanes, the car will react and gently pull you back as well. So you've got to be doing over 50 Ks for it to work, but it is an awesome little safety feature there if you just for 1 second that you're not paying attention. Little screens down the bottom you can control from here. So there's a whole bunch of little sub-menus and stuff that we can go through. So you've got a compass in there, what's playing on the radio, all your different trips, all your different settings for those radars that I was saying about. So again, you can adjust the sensitivity like that. All that's operated through these little ones down there. Up on the right hand side of the steering wheel, so like I said, you do have an automatic setting for the headlights as well, so we can flick that to automatic. They'll turn on and off as they need to, daytime, nighttime, all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, parkers, headlights, high beams, blinkers are all like normal, and the little fog lights are down there for you too. As we cruise around onto the left hand side, so we've got a massive big screen up here. Like I said, you do have these cameras all around the car, so if we put that into reverse, you can see that car behind me. That's physically the rear bumper. You can actually see the number plate a little bit as well. And now that I've pushed that button, we've also got these here too. So the blue lines are stationary, they'll stay in place. So if you're trying to line yourself up, reversing into car parks, things like that, you line those up with the white lines and you'll be dead on in the middle every time. The yellow one looks like it's curved. As we turn the steering wheel, they move to show you the projection of which direction you're going. So they give you an idea of where your car will be and what's going to hit it if it's within those lines. So really awesome little setting there for you, and all you got to do is basically line yourself up and make sure you don't hit anything around you. We've got the 360 camera there as well, so like I said, awesome little thing for jumping into parallel parking and things like that. That's why those wheels on the outside are in such good condition, because you really should never actually hit any gutters or anything like that as well. Put that back into park. That's your main setting here. Every time you push home, it's going to bring us to this one here. So we've got inbuilt sat navigation. Click onto that and it will go to a large screen as well. Going back to the home, we got your Bluetooth, whatever's playing on the radio, Bluetooth, all that kind of thing, and all your phone settings through that one there as well. The other little menu button here is going to be the other one that you're probably going to use the most. That'll jump straight into all that sat nav, that'll jump straight into the music stuff, that'll jump straight into the phone, and I'm pretty sure that'll be for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, being a 2021 hybrid. So you plug your phone in and it'll basically project your phone up onto the screen and use your maps and everything from your phone. So pretty handy, that one. As we come down, aircon vents, hazard lights there, aircon controls here, so fan speed there, independent climate zone, so passenger side can be completely independent to the driver's side. So if I'm sitting here freezing my guts off, I can turn the heater right up, and passing and do the opposite as well. So where you want them coming out, we've got heated seats as well up on the either side there. So we've got 3 different settings for those. So really good for keeping pizzas warm, things like that, but it's also good for sore backs and that sort of thing on long drives. I've always found it's very handy for me. Down the bottom here, heaps of storage down the back, USB port there as well. Cup holders in the front, electric handbrake there too. We've got traction control, electronic handbrake, basically that'll hold the car in drive. Really good for construction sites, stuff like that, where you don't want to get a sore foot, and you can launch your EV mode from there as well. Bit of an accessory in there, a little bit of storage in there. We've got drop down handles on the front two seats, on the front two sides, sorry. Adjustable seat belts there too. Heaps of airbags, so we've got them in the seats, we've got them in the walls there, the curtain airbags. You've got lights and mirrors up there, the same thing on this side over here as well. Pop that for you. So airbags in the dash, airbags in the steering wheel, airbags in the absolutely everywhere for you. So they're 5-star safety rated, these guys. I think that's just about it. I'm trying to get it through everything for you. So like I said, I've popped that bonnet. So before we finish up, just want to quickly show you under the front there. So that's just people to let me know that I do have the keys in my hand, because it is a hybrid, it is incredibly quiet, so some people do forget. So full Toyota service history through us, looks just like a brand new car under here. It's a little 1.8 litre hybrid engine. All these little blue insignias just let you know that it is definitely a hybrid. And of course all your fluid levels and everything through there too. And then your battery down this little corner here as well. So thank you so much for your inquiry. I cannot wait to hear your feedback soon, and look forward to hopefully owning your business.